What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, 3 days ago, I went to the funeral or the viewing ceremony of Maria Gonzalez. She was an 11-year-old girl in Pasadena, Texas, who was brutally killed at the hands of this man right here. This is 18-year-old. Now, this guy got 4 names. So I got to remember him. Juan Carlos Garcia Rodriguez, I think his name is. And he's been taken into custody. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about some information I found. People close to this story that have contacted me and told me how he was actually caught in Louisiana. And my hat goes off to those people in Louisiana that did turn this guy in, because he's a bona fide piece of crap. And we're going to get into it. Also, another thing of, you'll be shocked at what he said in court about what happened and how he's innocent. Check this out.
Well, the 18-year-old man charged in the horrific death of an 11-year-old girl just made his first appearance in court this morning. Juan Carlos Garcia Rodriguez walked into court wearing a yellow jumpsuit and handcuffs. He arrived back in Harris County yesterday after being arrested in Louisiana. ABC 13 reporter Charlie Etzedy has more on this story. And Charlie, it's first time we're getting a chance to see this man. Did the judge set a bond, and how high?
Good morning, Melanie. Well, we learned in court just a short time ago that the judge decided to continue to hold Garcia Rodriguez on no bond on this capital murder charge that he is currently facing. And so, as you mentioned, we just got our first look at him inside of a courtroom a short time ago. Let's get to that video. And so what we know right now is that this teen is accused of strangling and sexually assaulting 11-year-old Maria Gonzalez inside the Pasadena apartment that she shared with her father. Investigators say that this happened back on August 12th while the girl's dad was at work, and documents reveal horrific details here. The father found Maria's body inside of a trash bag that was inside of a laundry basket shoved under his bed. And so detectives identified Garcia Rodriguez as their suspect thanks to a key that he allegedly left there at the crime scene. They arrested him 1 week later in Shreveport, Louisiana. So in court, we did learn the suspect is now claiming to investigators that he was held at gunpoint during this incident, saying that 2 other men were also involved in this. And so prosecutors right now say that they have not found any evidence to support that. And meanwhile, this man's defense attorney is proclaiming his innocence.
Very happy that the judge agreed to continue to hold him at no bond. We believe he's a flight risk. It's a very serious case, and we're very happy with the outcome today.
This is an accusation in the criminal justice system, and that accusation, it's simply an allegation. My client has a right to a trial, a right to defend himself, and at this time, he's innocent until the state proves him guilty.
All right, guys, you guys heard that. And I got to break this down. This guy is an idiot, he's stupid, and he has a child's mind. And proof of it is what happened. Now, I told you guys earlier in a couple of videos, since I've been really covering this story, that he had a key that he left at the scene of the crime, right? With him leaving the scene at the scene of the crime, he remembered he did that. So he told his roommates he was going to Louisiana. And you guys pay attention to this Louisiana thing, because this right here has a lot to do with how he got caught. He was going back to Louisiana to tend to a job, take a job up. They asked him, hey, give us the key back. The roommates, right, which he lived right across the street, across the hall, not even 10 feet, door to door from Maria Gonzalez's apartment where she stayed with her father. He left the key in there. They asked for the key back. Okay, when you go to Louisiana, get the key. Oh no, I'll be gone a few days, hoping he could leave, head down there for a little bit until the investigation's over, and then come back like nothing ever happened. He wouldn't be a suspect because his alibi would be he was in Louisiana. Well, when the news broke of this story and they figured out it was him, he wound up getting caught in Louisiana. This is how he got caught. Did you know this guy was a migrant? He was part of the current migrants that have been causing controversy coming into the country this year. You know, since they've been letting the migrants in, he came from Guatemala. through El Paso, Texas, where he was sponsored by someone out of the kindness of their heart in Louisiana, where he stayed. And then he wound up coming up to Houston, right? Leaving his sponsors. Then when he had got in trouble up here, because he was only up here 3 weeks, you know, went back down there. They knew it was him and they turned him in. So kudos to them for doing the right thing. Now this guy is talking about, oh, there were 2 men. They held me at gunpoint. Okay. So when did these men come across you? And think about how stupid this sounds. They held you at gunpoint while they viciously violated an 11-year-old girl in front of you that you've seen and known about, made you watch it, thus making you a witness and ain't do nothing to you. See the game? Stupid stuff. Now it's not his fault. And I think he's shooting that alibi because with him being in Harris County Jail, everybody knows who he is. So to keep the heat off of him temporarily now, because I don't know if he's in genuine general population or not, there has to be this shadow of a doubt that it wasn't him and he was held by gunpoint. Ladies and gentlemen, how many people do you know would sit there and hold you at gunpoint and make you look at somebody violating an 11-year-old child? And then the thing that's messed up, he stuffed the body under the father's bed. And most likely they only had 1 bed in there because I'm thinking about it now. But think about that. What if this man could not find his daughter and it was like a manhunt or a search or whatever, and then you find her only because it's a weird smell in your house? That's horrific to try to cover a crime up like that. What's wrong with people? Like I said, pain, suffering, and stuff like that is intolerable, but it's also universal. For him to do that says a lot about his minuscule mindset and him being a child in the head. You've been up here all that time. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't get you a regular woman. You couldn't meet nobody your age. You in a predominantly Guatemalan apartment complex. I was there. I seen the community. I'm sure they welcomed you with open arms. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't meet nobody. You had to put your attentions on an 11-year-old girl. No excuse. He wouldn't be living right now if it was me. If it was me and I could run the justice, he would not be living. You know what I'm saying? He'd be gone already. And I'd turn him over to the people. Y'all got 30 minutes to unalive this dude. This is sickening behavior. And it sounds crazy that I'm sitting up here talking about violence and all this stuff, but sometimes you got to use lawfulness to quell chaos. This dude got a chaotic nature and a chaotic spirit. You came in through El Paso to get a better life. You understand what I'm saying? Start your life anew. You ain't even been over here a few months and now you got life in jail. For all that, you could have killed somebody in your home country and stayed over there and kept the grief. She wasn't even from here, guys. She came to America to visit her father. I'm sure she wanted to come back. She liked the experience. It's different than Guatemala. Probably was on the phone with her mother talking about how great it was and she wished her mom was here. Last phone call, I love you, mom, so on and so forth. Mother can't wait to come back and she can't wait to go back and tell the stories of her adventure in America, only to have this befall her. Like I said, my heart goes out to the father. I seen him at the funeral. I seen the pain he went through and his brothers and other family members. That community rallied around him. We need to learn from this. I give them the ultimate respect. I do. She's up here right now in the picture because I wanted to attend the funeral. Stuff like this, we can't let go. Things you see, you can't unsee. I didn't see her in the casket because it was closed, but I do remember in my heart and my mind how it made me feel. I do. I sympathize with them. I hope this dude gets set on fire somewhere. And it's messed up because ain't nothing God-like in him. A church was right next to where they lived. You seen me show you in that video where I was visibly upset. The house of the Lord was right there, but the devil lived next door to this little girl. Shameful. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. May she rest in peace. May the family find some type of closure. And I know the wound will never heal, but they get some type of peace as well. I'm out. I'll see you in the next video.